Welcome to Altostra, the platform that helps developers build complex cloud applications in the simplest way possible. In this video, we'll give you a glimpse on how it's done. Like any developer, we start in our local environment. For this example, we'll use the Altostra extension for Visual Studio Code. We start a new project from a static website template. We created multiple templates of common patterns so you can quickly start building your application. Our goal in this demo is to create a web application API. So we'll start by adding an API gateway that will handle our API calls. Next thing, we'll add a function to process those calls and connect between the two. Next, we create a DynamoDB table to store data. We'll connect it to the function we created. That will auto-generate the necessary access policies and not more than that. We're cautious when it comes to permissions. Last but not least, we create a domain to serve both our API and our application, and host them under the same domain, in our case, altostra.dev. We connect the domain to each one of the resources, applying the hostname required, API and app. Once our application is all configured, we'll go back to the function we created. We'll set environment variables we can use inside the code, and start adding our business logic side by side. For this example, we'll add a nice welcome message that we can later test in our API and save the changes. All that's left to do after that is to go to the application HTML and edit the file accordingly. In about a minute, we created an entire application, including code and infrastructure, that will soon be deployed with no extra effort. No need to write scripts, no need to build it all over again in your cloud account. Just simply deploy. To do that, we'll first use the alto push command to create a deployable image we can later use to deploy to multiple environments. This image is a bundle of the project architecture and source code. Then, as promised, we'll use the alto deploy command to deploy the new project to our production environment. Once the deployment completed, we'll sync the app content files to the cloud. This step is separate to enable quick content upload without the need to redeploy the infrastructure. Well, that's it. Now we can open the Altostra web console, where we can manage our projects, environments, control our spend, integrate to existing CI/CD pipelines, and more, all under the same rooftop. We can see the new application we just deployed, check the deployment status, see the image we created, the history, and even the design we created. The one thing left to do is to check if our API really works. To do that, we'll access the application by clicking the domain name we created earlier. And there it is. Welcome to Altostra. To learn more, go to altostra.com. Happy coding!